Thanks for your time, Coach. You kind of said my question when you walked in, saying, what are your thoughts on beating yourselves versus going up against a team that, best in point percentage in the league and how they fared? Where do you feel you kind of got on your own weight tonight and unable to pick up a point here today?
Yeah. First and third period overall pretty solid, but the mistakes we made, the turnovers we made, the things that we talked about during the week, managing the puck against a team like this, just a few too many mistakes and it ended up in the back of our net. And we haven't seen a team like TR in a while, right? We've been out of division. We've been playing essentially the teams a little below us in our division. So we haven't seen a team quite like this that has the firepower that they have. And I believe we outshot them, which we haven't outshot a team in a while. So that's a positive. Had some good chances on the power play for the one that we had. But overall, just a couple soft plays, a couple bad turnovers, and you can't do that against that team. And there's a reason why they sit where they do in the league, and we are not there.
First in 16 games to answer that, and with the flip of the game, be given that you held them to 5 shots in the first period, it kind of flipped on its head where it was quite literally vice versa in the second. But then to start the third period to respond, you guys had that come from behind victory back in January, trailing, entering the third against the Lions. What did you like out of that third period? Of course, Ivan Mongo, stealing the show for a bit, but also the response from the team to make it interesting against a top team in the league.
I would say the locker room just has their own belief that I understand, like, we're down a goal, we're down a 2-goal, but those guys have a belief that they can come back and win and compete in those games. Obviously, to get 2 goals there in less than a minute, whatever it was, and tie it up, obviously momentum was feeling good. My message really on the bench the last 8 minutes was stay in our structure, make sure we're playing the game the right way. We had a D-man get beat up the ice, lose one battle. We had another D-man win his battle, back to the original D-man who lost his battle, low to high, lose a net front battle. Like, it's just turnover and lost battles. And once again, you have to give TR credit. Like, they were up against the ropes there a little bit, right? We battled back, we competed, tied it up. The arena was feeling good, our bench was feeling good. But to their credit, they stuck with it, and we made one costly mistake, and it ended up in our net.
What's the biggest thing that you think you need to change for tomorrow? Is it the little mistakes and the turnovers, or is it something else you didn't mention?
I got to review the film. But ultimately, we played bad for, a 5-minute stretch of the game. And now we're kind of feel like we're back in November talking about that, where we have a bad 5-minute stretch and it cost us. Our puck management we know has to be better. We have to eliminate their line rushes because that's what they thrive off of. We have to make sure we get the puck in deep, make them come 200 feet, and we stay above their options with line rushes. So if we can manage to do that a little bit better tomorrow, we'll be fine. Once again, just the costly turnovers in the D zone. I mean, obviously we always want to clean those up, but it's just a matter of dialing it in, being detailed, and not just giving the puck away under pressure.
Can't do that against a team like this.
Nope.
Just final question for you, Coach. In terms of Mongo, of course, the result not the final verdict, but just how great was it to see him on the ice? We talked about it pregame, and gets the crowd going in his return. Just ultimately a great story for him coming back in action.
Yeah, you can't. Would have been nice to win and really gloat about him, but once again, this is a player that we've missed from the start, and even just coming in his first game after practicing and rehabbing and doing all that for the past 8 to 10 days, you can see the difference he made. And I had him in a position in our lineup today to kind of manage his minutes, but to get 2 goals, to get him back to back, to work, to compete, credit to him, because it's been a long 11 months, I'm sure, since he's played. Obviously, having to rehab and go through that whole process just to come back to make it to this point, you have to give him nothing but credit. Pat him on the back, give him a hug, tell him you appreciate him, and hopefully we can get another 2 out of him tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Coach. Good time.